Lesson 2.3.4 Systems of Linear Inequalities continues. In this video, we will graph a system of linear inequalities and identify two solutions. Graph each system of linear inequalities and identify two solutions. So 5, we have y is greater than or equal to 3x, or 2x minus 3. And then we have y is greater than or equal to 3x plus 5. Okay, first thing I'm going to do, we're going to work with this top one. And first thing I notice is that it's equal to, so it's going to be solid. Okay. The second thing I want to check for is shading. Again, remember we always use 0, 0 when we're shading. So we get 0 is greater than or equal to 0 minus 3. So 0 is greater than or equal to negative 3, and that is true. So we will end up shading towards 0, 0. So now let's graph this. Because we have negative 3 at the end, we're going to start on the y-axis at negative 3. And then since there's nothing in front of the x, that means that we have a 1. And so we write 1 as a fraction, and so we'll write it as 1 over 1, which means that we go up and we go over. If you can read what I wrote. So from our y-intercept, we're going to go up 1, and we're going to go over 1. And up 1 and over 1. And that's our slope. And then we're going to go ahead and draw a line. So remember that our line is solid. And so we're going to draw this solid line. Looks something like this. And then we already know that it's shading towards 0, 0. So because we're going to be graphing multiple lines, we're going to want to shade, we're just going to want to draw sort of like hairs on the line. Okay, that way we know which direction we're shading. And again, 0, 0 is right here. So we are shading on the side that has 0, 0 on it because it's true. Now we're going to look at the second equation. Our second equation is also solid. Okay, and if we check 0, 0 for that one, we get 0 is greater than or equal to 3 times 0 plus 5. Well, 3 times 0 is still 0. And 0 plus 5 is just 5. So this time it says 0 is greater than or equal to 5. And that is false. It is not greater than or equal to 5. So therefore we will shade the side without 0, 0. And we'll do that in just a minute. So this time, because we have a plus 5 at the end, we're going to start on the y-axis at 5, at positive 5. And the number in front is 3. So if we write that as a fraction, we go up 3 and we go over to the right 1. So from our point, we're going to go up 1, 2, 3 and to the right 1. And then we're going to go ahead and draw our line. So our graph looks something like this. Okay, we draw our line. It's solid because we already looked at that information. And then we're going to shade it away from 0, 0. So again, here's 0, 0, and it was false. So that means we shade the side that doesn't have 0, 0. So I'm going to, again, just do some little marks here. Now the solution to this is the side or the area that has shading from both of them. So the red is shaded in this area, the blue is shaded in this area, so that means that the answer to this system of inequalities is this area here. Okay. Now there's two parts to this. We just did the first part. It says graph each system of linear inequalities. The second part is identify two solutions. So in the shaded area is where the solutions are. And you just need to pick 2 points in the shaded area. So for instance, I could pick -4, 0. And I could pick, I don't know, we could go -2, 4. Okay. There is an infinite number of solutions that would work, so you just need to pick 2 points from the area that's shaded, and that would be your answer. Okay. All right. What I would like you to do now is number 6. So go ahead and try that now. All right, so I did quite a bit just now. So the first thing I did was looked at the first equation. And the first equation I noticed is dashed because it doesn't have an equal to. I noticed that it was true when you plug in 0, 0, so we shade towards 0, 0. I noticed that my y-intercept was at -3. And my slope was -5, so it went from -3 and then down 1 and down 5 and over 1. My second equation is also dashed because it's not equal to. Again, it came out to be true, so that means we shade towards 0, 0. And it starts at 5, and it goes down 5 and to the right 1. And so there's my second one. And it shaded towards 0, 0 as well. And if you look in the graph, both the blue and the red were shaded in between the two lines, so the area shaded was the inside. And then I had noticed that inside there's a point at -1, +8. Just like right here. And there's a point at +1, or yeah, +1, -8. Or maybe it's +2, -8. There we go. And with that, that's how you graph each system of linear inequalities and identify two solutions.